bit damp, yeah.
You want that, huh?
Well, the problem is, it's not like I only have one pair of clothes to wear. It just that if you leave them in there damp for too long, they'll ruin everything.
I mean, first of all, tell me, playing concerts like this, outdoor concerts, smaller towns, why do you do it?
Oh, because it's more fun than anything else, you know. Sometimes, you know, what they call secondary markets, you know, are a lot more, people are just more into it. You know, you go to big cities and everybody's kind of a little stiff, and the band becomes a little stiff, and they're just not as much fun. And quite honestly, when I went out on tour this year, I told my agent, the first thing I said was, you know, I'm more interested in playing like festival parties and stuff, you know, rather than, you know, in some stuffy concert hall. You know, I want to play outdoors as much as possible and have an event where there's like, you know, I really wanted it to be like going to Mexico. If I had my way, we would only be selling, you know, tacos and stuffed jalapenos and, you know, hot spicy food and tequila and margaritas, and because that's what the band's all about. And we just go out and we throw this kind of a very cobble wobble type party.
And that's what the
Read is featuring Sammy Hagar or something like that.
Now, musically speaking, did you take anything with you in your 11 years with Van Halen?
Absolutely. You know, Eddie and I wrote all those songs together, every song from, you know, 5150 through the Balance record. And I've learned to be a better songwriter, better singer, a better lyricist, a better guitar player. I mean, how can you not learn in an 11 years period? I don't care who you're playing with, but much less in a band like Van Halen. And if it wasn't for the you know, ugly ending that we had, I would say I'd have a lot more great things to say about what came out of that. But as of now, you know, it's hard for me to praise those guys, but at the same time, you know, I have to, because we made great records, we did great tours, and it was one of the greatest rock and roll bands in the world for 10 years, certainly one of the biggest. And you can't, if you say anything bad about that, make me look like an idiot. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, hello. But I'm really kind of much happier now than I was the last couple of years in that band. But for, you know, a long time, I was very happy.
Yeah, Mas Tequila, it sounds a lot happier than Marching to Mars. Do you get that feel?
Marching to Mars was my angry record after the angry split, the ugliness, and it was about my disappointment. I just wrote about it. You know, I'm an artist. That's what you do. And that's the closest Sammy gets to being mad and depressed. It was Marching to Mars. But like Mas Tequila is the celebration for the fans that came with me. And it was my record for them. It wasn't a record to try to reach out and grab new fans and to expand my career and my audience. No, Marching to Mars was kind of like that. I didn't know who my fans were, so I just made a very personal record. But Mas Tequila is about Sammy Hagar and the Wobbleritas, the type of party we have, the fun we've been having since we discovered each other, you know. Yeah. And, you know, Vic Johnson, the guitar player, he's a fabulous guitar player. He can play Eddie's stuff, my stuff, Ronnie Montrose stuff, Neil Schoen's stuff, and he's got his own trip that, you know, that's much better than all of it, you know. Yeah. And, you know, I just really love this band. We can play anything I can think of. I'm sitting back here every night going, I come up with something new that these guys can't play, you know.
Right.
I mean, it's like they're really, really versatile.
Now, you've been going since the early 70s with Montrose. Is it still as much fun?
Oh, it's more fun again now. You know, you go up and down. There you go.
Cool, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can I get a quick picture of somebody?
There. Is it ready to go?
It's ready to go. You gotta take the front.
Hey, man.
It was almost ready to go.
Hey, and you gotta put film in it.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal.